Hey, Brian Steer, Blue Homes Real Estate, hopping on today to talk about 6 things you should not do once you apply for a mortgage. So, as everyone knows, we are in a crazy competitive market right now, especially down here at the Jersey Shore. So if you've managed to fight your way through all the other offers and get yourself into contract for the property that you want, what you need to do is make sure you do not mess that up by doing something wrong during the mortgage process that is going to cost you your opportunity at finalizing that mortgage and getting into that home of your dreams. So, we'll run through 6 things real fast you should not do, again, when applying for a mortgage. Number 1, no large purchases. Do not go out and buy a car. Don't put furniture on a credit card. Don't buy a pool, whatever, anything big. Don't do it because your mortgage really depends a lot on your debt to income ratio. If you add a big debt to the books, it can throw your numbers off, it can change your interest rate, and it can do as much as even having canceled a deal. If your debt to income ratio gets to be too high, that mortgage you were able to afford before you made that big purchase could change. You may not be able to afford it anymore. You get denied, you lose the house. Number 2, don't change jobs or quit your job. If you quit your job thinking, oh, I got the house, we started to apply for the mortgage, I can quit, they're going to do a verification of employment and they're going to want recent pay stubs all the way through the end of the transaction. So if you quit your job, again, you'll fail to get the mortgage. If you change jobs and go from one income level to another or one industry to a different industry, that could also negatively affect your chances to get the mortgage. Number 3, don't change bank accounts. If you hate the bank you're with, just wait until the process is over to change, because then you're going to have to resubmit everything all over again. It just makes a huge mess. 4, do not apply for or close any credit cards. Closing credit cards is also not good for your credit, and applying for a credit card and getting it can also damage your credit. So you don't want to do either of those. Both of those could cost you the loan. Number 5, don't deposit any large amounts of cash into your bank account, because you're going to have to be able to explain where it came from. And if you cannot explain it, it cannot be used for down payment or any other things that have to do with the loan. And the banks do not want to have any thought that the seller or someone else is giving you the funds to be able to close on the property. So no large amounts of cash getting put into the bank. And lastly, number 6, do not co-sign for a loan for anyone, for a house, for a car, for a coffee, whatever it is. Don't co-sign a loan for anyone. That can also throw your debt to income out of whack, because again, that puts you on the hook for that loan. It can also mess with your credit if they don't make payments. I had a situation once where we had an agreed deal with someone. We made it all the way through to almost the end, and they had to rerun credit and check a couple things on the buyer, and come to find out that they had co-signed for their son's college loans, which is awesome. If you can do it for your kids, that's great. But what they didn't know is that the son had not been paying the loans for over 10 months, and it showed up as missed payments on their credit report, and it knocked their credit out to where they were not able to buy the home. So they had to wait and repair their credit for the next 12 months before they could turn around and come back and try to buy something else. So again, 6 things you should not do when applying for a mortgage. You've worked hard, you made it all the way through the process, you fought through this tough market to get that home you want in contract. Don't mess it up by doing something not smart during the mortgage process. Hope this is helpful for everybody. If you have any questions, give me a call, 609-425-9428. Again, it's Brian Steer, Blue Homes Real Estate Group. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.